Old Town Laughs podcast, episode 2. Back with another one with my boy Serenade.
Yo.
And now, actually live in the flesh, we do have Becky Loca. Becky Loca's here with us. We weren't lying about her. We actually do have, a homegirl on the team now.
Yep.
A homegirl on the team. So, just for our audience that doesn't know you, because me and this homie been doing it a year. We put out a little episode. We done these shows. Who are you? Introduction to you to our audience.
Can we start over?
No,
Keep going. What
no,
the hell?
hell
I don't
no.
want to open this up with you guys.
She's
interviewing
brand new
me.
to
I don't
this.
Like this.
This is
I
not-
didn't
This is
know.
We're not interviewing
This
you.
is part of it. Go.
Is this what we're doing?
This is what we're doing.
Okay.
This is what we're doing.
I thought we were
Reality's
gonna be
hitting for
cooler
Becky
than
right now,
this.
guys. Give her like 2 seconds.
Steer. That's why we're giving it to you. Steer the boat.
Okay.
Steer the boat.
I just felt like you guys were like, "This is Becky," like,
Boats and hoes.
and opened it up
We did
so
throw it
much
on
for
her.
me
We
to
did.
tell you guys something about myself. I thought we were coming to kick it.
Yeah, we are coming to
we're
kick
kicking
it.
I'm not
but
the guest.
It's okay.
You're-
It's your first time.
Yeah, it's
okay.
alright.
Can we start it, please?
I'll say
come on.
this. Becky is
Yeah. Go
Becky's-
down her resume.
Yeah,
a bit,
we'll go down her
warm her up
resume.
a bit.
She's new to this. Becky is she's family of mine actually. She's my cousin, and she's an entrepreneur herself. She does all kinds of bullshit. She tattoos. She's an artist, drawing. She's does comedy now, and she does flyers for people. Like, I don't know. She's just all around doing all kinds of shit, and that's how I kind of knew that she can, fuck with us and join our team, because she asked also, and she was like, "Oh, I like how you're doing the comedy thing and this and that," and originally you were just doing open mics.
See, this is what I am not gonna do to you though. I asked. Because let me bring it back to last episode. I watched last episode of what you guys were talking about. And Javi was like, my favorite show was our first show. And now, that's not how I remember it correctly, you guys. I remember the first show, it was November last year?
Yeah, November last year.
And it was a fucking rainy night in Goleta. All your comics are down south now, out here. And Ace went on. Serenade, you did a set that night. Do you remember your set? That was the first night.
First one.
And so I remember Gary was just like, just go up there and say anything. He was like, and I was just like, okay. I think Jay was there. Was Jay there the first night?
Yeah, Jay's there. Jay's
In
always been there.
Centennial? Because I know he was at before Centennial.
Yeah, Good Land Comedy.
I went to that show, and then the next show I was in it, but not because it felt like, because that's what we needed to do. Nobody came out. It was raining. They didn't want to drive out to Goleta.
No, I know.
But it was a lit
I'm not
show.
saying I wasn't. Yeah, no one said that.
It was a good show, but I remember behind the scenes, it was so scary. It was like, oh my God, all these people who said they were gonna come didn't come. It's our first show. We don't have no street cred. Nobody's gonna just come to this first show on a night that just sucked. It was pouring rain.
Yeah, but now we're on to our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Friday.
So
This
excited.
Friday. Woohoo.
November 22nd.
Baby Brothers
This
hosting.
video's probably gonna be out by the
It'll be
time
out.
this
It'll be
is-
out. This video will be out. So go to our show this Friday, November 22nd.
It'll be out before Friday.
This will be out. Yeah.
Would it? Yeah.
We're
Oh,
filming.
okay.
We're filming. What day are we on? We're filming Tuesday. This will be up by Wednesday, Thursday.
Cool.
Cool.
Shout out George.
Anyway,
Shout
yeah,
out George
and
and
Romo's
Carlos.
gonna host. Your
Romo's
little brother.
gonna host. My
yeah, your
little
little
brother.
brother.
Shout out to George and Carlos. For
Okay, get
doing
into
this.
that then. If you don't want to talk about yourself, why is Romo hosting?
I'm waiting for us to start over. I'm waiting for it to be the beginning.
This is-
again.
You're
I hated the
tripping,
beginning.
This
man.
is not.
You're
Come
tripping.
on.
You
Like,
guys
let me just be
always
born
do this
again.
shit to, you guys always do this shit to me.
I want to be born again. Let me just press restart on life.
Yeah.
And
Is
We're
that
good.
the
shit
equivalent?
together.
Is that the
This-
same thing?
This is a good start. This is a good start.
Okay.
Now they're knowing who you are.
All right.
You're fucking being
I
gay.
didn't like the. I don't.
Becky,
Yeah, I
please
felt like.
restart Loca.
Becky, restart Loca.
Becky, restart. Look, I hate you guys.
So yeah, why is your brother hosting?
Because we asked him to.
He didn't ask you. He was like, "Oh, I want to host."
How did this come together? I don't know. It just felt like just something that had to happen, I guess. If I think about it, I can't remember who asked who or who did what.
Yeah.
Your brother said something, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
How do you guys
It's a
not
good
remember?
time up there. I love the show that we have in
Stone.
Centennial.
Nah,
every month.
you guys definitely talked about it. I'm pretty sure.
That's one cool thing I do like about our shows that we have done, that we've had comics host that, like, some of them aren't even comics sometimes. Like that time we had Mimi
yeah.
host, you know?
Yeah.
And then it kind of started with you too, someone who wasn't really established as a comic
Yeah.
hosting, you know?
I don't know if I even feel established as a comic, but I know that we're like, we have the
I
show
mean,
in Goleta.
you've done local mics.
I've done, yeah.
You know, you've
not
dabbled in
giving
it.
myself
You've dabbled
credit.
in the artwork.
Dabbled.
Yeah. Well, so have you? You've done some mics.
Yeah, I've done mics, but I don't really. I'm more of a like comedy like enthusiast. I love comedy.
He's
And
a
I love putting
connoisseur.
shows on. You know, so that's been my thing from like even before I started comedy. Like I've been on doing events and shit. So it's just comedies. I mean, with Old Town Laughs and Goodland Comedy, that was kind of my first. Like I was saying, my
Producing.
producing like comedy shows. But I had
Yeah,
done shows
yeah.
in the past. I've done my own shows in the past, but just
Like
not
producing
comedy.
DJ shows.
Yeah, like DJ shows or gigs,
Yeah.
or, events for homies that do like live music. I mean, I've done that, but like I said, this was just getting my foot in the door in the comedy scene, and I guess kind of making a name for myself in that area in SB. I guess, yeah.
Have you never done events outside of SB with like the music
Yeah,
that you've produced?
yeah, I've done like 3 in LA. The most recent one was with the homie Arcfades. Shout out Arcfades. We pretty much threw on a fucking warehouse rave. That shit was lit.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like early on, obviously I would do my I La Vista gigs.
Because that's what I can't wait to get into. I want to do Old Town. I want to bring Old Town Laughs to Ventura. I want to bring Old Town Laughs to Carp, all throughout the Central Coast, you know?
Yeah, that would be
Bring.
cool. And it's cool too, just because there is so much a comedy scene like just everywhere. Like you wouldn't think about it, but I was just at a show out here, a little open mic out here in Ventura, and they were talking about a new one that's getting started in Ojai. So it's like
Who's? Artie's?
Yeah.
Gigi's at Gigi's on
He's
Wednesdays.
doing Ojai, no?
No, it's just that there is an open mic
Oh,
now
yeah, yeah.
in
There's someone
Ojai.
starting
like
one,
you
yeah.
know, there's a place for it
Fucking
everywhere.
Artie Flake. Sorry, Flake. It's who Flake. I'm sorry,
We
Artie.
booked Artie, and he
Yeah, and Andre
Flaked.
Jolly.
and
Courtney
Andre
Rainwater
Jolly.
Flake.
Wait.
He's calling out all the flags.
All the Flakers. These are all the Flakers, man. You guys know who you are. I'm not gonna say your name again. Not worthy of me saying
Javi's
your name again.
pissed.
Wait, are we coming on the? Okay, I'm confused about what we're doing here. Sometimes are we calling people out now? No.
Javi's calling people out for sure.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Like Jay's joke. I just say it how it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Awkward. That's how Becky feels.
I'm like, oh my god, you guys always fucking do this shit.
No.
Because this
I just
OCL,
say it how it
me
is.
coming on the crew,
I just
I feel
say
like
it how
it's
it
late.
is.
A little bit, like, you know, I've been around and I've been doing shit with you guys, but now it's the 3 of us, and I can't stand you guys at all. I'm like, every day I'm like, I'm
No,
backing
you
out. I don't wanna
you
do
love
it
us. You
anymore.
love us. You love us, and we're here. We're here to take over. Shout out everyone who has rocked with us. You know, the Flakes. This homie's just talking shit. Whatever
Yeah.
it was. you
Yeah,
know.
they're cool. No, they're all cool.
They're all
It's
the
just they
homies.
flaked on us, and that's just
But
the
that's
fact.
not. But that's not what to highlight. To highlight is the people who have showed up, the people who have rocked with us, the people who have come to shows to just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And,
No,
like,
all
you
those
know.
people have been to our shows, but they've just
Yeah.
this when they headlined or whatever when we booked them, they flaked. They've all been supportive. So, yeah, obviously it's not. I guess
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
and also
It's a fucking
you
joke.
never
It's
know, bro.
Old
It's
Town
like-
Last podcast. Chill the fuck out. It's not
yeah,
that
but
fucking
you're
serious.
scaring Becky.
Oh my god.
Because I'll tell you this, Becky.
Goodness.
I've flaked on a show. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I've flaked on a show.
You never
But
called
for-
out
for
sick
my
that was like
own-
before?
last week. You flaked on a show.
For my
2
own,
weeks
which
ago.
ones? Oh, Stoners. Shout out Drunken Stoner. That's because everyone was on drogas,
Droga. That's funny.
and the Dodgers won the World Series, and we bounced.
Yeah.
We bounced out. Okay, pick a topic, Miss Loca. Oh,
I'm
look at her,
learning. You
all
guys
concerned.
are telling me. This
She's
is
making
the
it-
Well, no,
second
well,
episode.
let's talk
You
about-
guys are teaching me how this goes down.
Okay, well, let's talk about your tattooing. I honestly, personally,
Yeah, you
I
do
don't even
tattoos.
know. I don't know. I just know you tattoo, but how did you start? What made you? Obviously, you do art and stuff, but when did you do your first tattoo?
I just want to say, I feel like Javi's yelling at me. I think you. I'm
When
glad
did you
you're
do your
sitting in
first
the middle. I
He
feel
is
like we need
He is
a.
yelling at you. And the crazy thing is, he just came from church.
Javi,
So
does
that's some
church
demons in
make
me.
you
Yeah,
upset?
bro.
I don't
He just came from
understand.
church. These are non-alcoholic beverages.
Nah, I slipped something in it.
Okay.
I think. Do we have beef?
Nah, when did you do your first tattoo, for real?
My first tattoo. I think I'm gonna say it was like April of this year.
April of this year.
April of this
So
year, I tattooed one of my cousins. She had let me know when I was ready. I had already been doing my apprenticeship and I had been practicing tattooing on fake skin and stuff like that. And so, like, there's only so much you could do before you have to, like, actually tattoo people and figure it out. And she had let me know, like, oh, when you're ready to do that, you could tattoo me. So that's how that went down. Shout out to my prima Angie, who has cherries tattooed on her ankle forever.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout out
nice.
Angie. She's been to the shows.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
been to the show.
Old Town Louse.
Yeah. And I love Angie. She's just like the best. Like if I'm hosting, like she's gonna give some
she'll
input,
pull
some
up.
sort of, she can't help herself though either. She's yelling from the crowd. She's part of the show when she comes. And that's what I like about the show in Goleta is that it's just like so hometown. Like the homies pull up,
Yeah.
the regulars are
Are
there.
you ever
Just
gonna
guys
tattoo at the shows?
at the beer hall.
Any of we should just throw tattoos at our comedy shows and music shows.
Yeah, when I'm not
tattoo.
between the
stage?
The stage, just
Oh, we'll get
hitting
another host.
bangers.
That's why we have good old. It's like we're a record label. We have Jay Arburn. He's under the label.
Where is Jay? Wasn't he?
We got Real Quick though. He's under the label.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Definitely, we should do an event one time. Like it's like all inclusive. Bring the artist homies, bring the music homies, bring the silly homies, bring everybody together, and let everybody showcase what they do. So if we ever
Yeah.
did something like that, I would definitely be down to tattoo with either like by myself or with my crew at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
That would be something that's dope. I'm excited to see what
You can tattoo
all of
Javi
how
on
we
the
can
next
incorporate
podcast.
all of it together.
Hell no.
Tattoo Javi on the next podcast.
Hey.
Comes from church, is yelling, doesn't do
No.
tattoos.
No.
So you've liked your journey so far on tattooing?
Yeah. So who was like your first or one of your main?
She just said Angie.
Inspirations.
Oh, inspiration.
Angie was your first inspiration.
Her tattoo. Her first
Was my
tattoo.
first inspiration
Yeah.
to
that's what you
tattoo?
said.
No, she's just the first person that I did tattoo.
Exactly. Gary doesn't let me finish.
Oh my God, he just came from church.
All right, no, but for real, who was your first, or like your top 3 first like inspirations that made you be like, maybe I want to get into this art, maybe I want to, try this out. What, do you know?
Well, yeah. So when I was little, my apartment, the apartment I lived in, was a tattoo studio. My dad did tattoos out of
Oh,
the
damn, that's
apartment,
sick.
and he taught him. He was an artist who taught himself how to tattoo. So I always kind of had an interest in tattoos from that because I was like a little kid and I would see my dad tattooing and drawing, and I'm a self-taught artist as far as drawing goes and stuff. But tattooing, I'm lucky. I'm over at Skull Studio in Goleta, and that's my homeboy and mentor shop. And we used to work together. And we were working 9 to 5, working at a bank. He was like a banker by day and tattooing on the side. And then when he got the shop, he hit me up and was like, "Do you want to learn how to tattoo?" Mm-hmm. And so that's how that all came to fruition. And that's really cool, the way that I'm so blessed for the opportunity that I just kind of fell into my lap, because I definitely always had an interest in tattooing and I've always done art. So to have it come to be like that, it's been really cool. And I've been doing that all year. So just as long as I've been doing the comedy, I've been doing the tattoo. So I feel like such a student of everything right now. I'm just learning. Mm-hmm. I'm meeting all sorts of new people, and everybody, is so willing to give their advice and their feedback and their guidance. And, and that's been really cool too, because I've been able to meet so many comedians and so many artists, just fucking putting myself out there lately.
Have you paused on making art just for yourself, regular art, everything that you're drawing nowadays? Is it with the thought and mindset of this is for a tattoo, this is what I want to tattoo? You know what I
Not
mean?
necessarily, like, because sometimes, like, you know, I just gotta, like, even to, like, I draw on my iPad a lot now, right? And everything, because it's just so much easier to have it already, like, digitalized. But if I need to, like, I'll just kick it and, like, draw in my sketchbook, like, type shit. Because, you know, I can't, I'm so, like, protective about that space, like, about my art and, like, making art that is true to who I am. Like, I always got to do that because, you know, that's just who I am. That's like my heart and my soul. Like art is the only thing that comes out of me that is like natural. Everything else is like something that I've had to like go and learn and teach myself. But right now tattooing is a medium definitely that I'm learning and teaching myself. But like, yeah, that's like my safe space. Like a ballpoint pen and a sketchbook, like anytime, any place. And that's actually how my homeboy knew I did art, because I worked at the bank and I would draw on like all the envelopes, and I was drawing all the time on notebooks and like not doing my job because I was just like, you know.
He's like, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
When did you get your first tattoo?
A couple years ago. I only have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you
you
have
only
one
have
tattoo?
one.
I only have one tattoo.
What?
And it was from like a stick and.
It's from my
no,
dad's
it's
machine.
Oh.
Yeah. So I do have a tattoo. I have one, and it's a guitar string, single, like obviously single needle because it's a guitar string. So that's.
Yeah, she has a prison tat.
Yeah.
That she did not.
But we're not
get
gonna
in
talk about
prison.
it. Didn't go to prison. Did get it in my living room.
That's cool.
In
Close
the
enough.
Ivy apartment.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close enough. Shout out to that apartment. Good times. Because that's what I'm excited to like do. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, were you weren't there when I got the tattoo?
I was not there when you got
You
the
weren't
tattoo.
there.
No, I was not. That was at your Isla Vista house?
At the apartment in Ivy.
Yeah, no, I was not there, unfortunately. Well, maybe fortunately.
Maybe fortunate.
Yeah.
I just am surprised. I'm like, fuck, a time to be alive.
I'm surprised you don't have more tats.
I know.
What?
Me too.
What's
I'm
your
gonna
next
get more.
tag gonna be?
Your
We'll
name?
see. Yeah. I was just planning on doing another tat on Gary.
Yeah,
So-
next week you said, right?
Yeah, next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, you just did this barbed wire on me. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I love that tattoo.
Are you ever gonna tat yourself up?
Yeah, but I don't have any tattoos, so I'm kind of been like lame about it because I'm scared it's gonna hurt.
It does hurt, but it hurts good.
It hurts good. That's why I'm scared
Yeah,
to
it
do
hurts
it to
good.
myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being scared about it.
Oh, yeah, you should definitely tattoo yourself.
I know I'm going to. I'm gonna do something
yeah.
cool though, like SpongeBob.
Hey, so,
Pretty
like,
sick.
this guy, he's definitely, like, done some stand-ups with me. And, like, I feel like I've kind of seen how his but, like, what's your writing process like when you're trying to, like, write a joke?
I feel like a lot of the stuff that I do when I do sit down and write, like, sometimes it'll be like a concept, but usually it all comes from just like everyday shit. Like, you know, it's like actually, I like tie it into like, I feel like life or like whatever, like something random that happened to me. Like I remember one time when I was doing one of our shows, I think I was hosting. So I was just kind of like bullshitting on, no.
Every time someone hosts one of our shows, I'll tell you right now, the main goal is just roast everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love talking shit to
If
all
you're
the
a host,
comics.
you're a roast.
But no, actually no. I think I did do a mic. I think I might have done a set or whatever, jumped on the open mic, and I think I was running out of time, but I wasn't hitting the light yet. And I went up there and I told a story about like real life. Like I broke one of these acrylic nails in my ass. And I said that on the mic, and it just the story inherently, like
It
you know,
impelled everyone
yeah, people were like, "That's funny as fuck." That girl, like with the long nails,
in her ass.
straight up broke a nail in my ass crack, and it was just a funny ass story. And I told that, and it wasn't a joke. It was just an unfortunate
Was it
event.
one of those
you
size?
know?
Was it that size?
Yeah, definitely one like
Whoa.
this. I was sad.
Blood? Did you bleed?
No blood.
No blood.
But it was like, dude, that was like my 13th reason right there. Like I was having a bad day, and then, you know, you break an acrylic in your ass, and like, where is your day even going? And I just went and talked about it on the mic at the show. I was like, you know what, fuck this. And everybody was dying. They were like, that
Yeah.
bitch's life sucks.
So then that made you feel like, okay, let me talk about real shit, because that's what, like,
Because
popped.
sometimes, yeah, like sometimes it is like, one time I went to an open mic, and I just went up there and I was like, can I just roast everybody? And they were so down.
Yeah.
And that, you know, I felt like
What was your best roast, you know? Like one that stood out?
I remember somebody came up to me after because I was like, bro, like it was just a white ass show, you
still got
know?
roast between us. We should hit that real quick.
A
Me and
roast?
Javi have some roast jokes that we wrote
Oh, we're
one
not gonna
time.
say him right now.
Why? We could just go back and forth bullshitting.
Nah.
I'm gonna look for him. He
You
said
can
save
say
it.
yours. Else, I'm not gonna say mine.
Let me just find one.
Well, what happened to roast battles? Are we gonna bring it back?
Yeah, we can. We just our roast champion. He moved
Yeah,
away.
Cameron.
But that just means we need a new
that.
champ.
Yeah, and the belt's right here.
I feel like people would be more
No, that's
inclined
my
to
belt.
roast. Like
There-
you and
that
your
belt's over
friend
there.
Belt.
come up
Where is
here.
it?
Actually,
What's this?
Aaron. No, Aaron has it.
You actually let him take it?
Cameron gave it to him. He's like, "This is your new champion." And then
Damn, what happened to
and then
him?
Aaron took
But
it.
didn't he get?
Aaron, he's no, he's doing the
He's doing good now. 'Cause remember
the firefighter shit. I think.
I don't know what that.
Yeah, he's doing the firefighter shit. But okay, ready?
Okay.
Javi is the type to ask his girlfriend, or Javi is the type to tell his girlfriend to call the cops after watching her get mugged.
Wait, I don't feel like I listened to that, but I didn't listen to that. Say that again.
Javi is the type to tell his girlfriend to call the cops after watching her get mugged.
Okay.
And then
But
this,
that just seems like something that Javi actually did. So I think that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
I know.
and he's not gonna say it, but I'll say it when he says.
Nah,
Good
You
one.
guys have already practiced this?
I have mine, and he wrote some of the ones I had for him, but I don't think he should say them.
Why? Say can I
Because
say one?
that's
Say one.
Real life, like now, this is just making a plan. Should we bring back roast,
Roast
battle?
battle. Yeah, we should bring back roast
I
battle.
think we really could get people to want to roast each other and like go up
Would
there.
you roast? Who would you roast if you had to
I'll
call
roast
someone
anybody.
out? Any of the local comics? Who do you think would be like a good
challenge.
Well, I always roast you when I'm on the mic. We already know that.
How about you and Sam Bear?
Yeah, you and Sam Bear would be good.
Yeah, I would.
Or you and
roast
your homegirl
anybody.
Courtney.
I would roast
Or you and
anybody.
Courtney,
yeah. Yeah, I would be down, definitely. I would even be down to have like just like one of my regular ass friends who doesn't do comedy go up there.
That's
But I
fucked
feel
up.
like-
That is
She
fucked
just
up.
takes her. You just murder someone. That
No,
doesn't
because
do-
like genuinely, I know
You
that my
stupid-
friends can roast me in like a way that's so funny. They do it all the time, you know.
Yeah.
But it's
Or
probably
like I
too
would
personal
let, I
though.
would let
Yeah,
my
and
evil
it's-
ass cousin
and
fucking
stage
go up there and
presence.
roast me.
But they,
you know?
but they might just say stuff that's like too personal, where like no one's gonna get it.
You
No,
could
I
do
have
it.
faith that they're so funny because the point is to be funny. You know, I really have faith that like our homies who like don't do comedy would come out and want to do roast because roasting and being funny, like that's like the culture. Like, you know, you can't roast.
Well, there's
your ho-
Roldy doesn't want to come out and do comedy, but he's funny.
Yeah.
So
If I were to do a roast battle first, if I were to like, I'd probably call out real quick though. Even though I know he'd murder,
He'd have some heat.
he'd have some heat. But I like the challenge. I want the challenge. So I mean, I guess I'm saying it here on the OTL pod that I'm calling out real quick though from Black Truffle TV.
It's a thing.
That's
his
It's gonna
channel
have to-
name.
Well,
That's
now we
his-
have
That's
to bring
not
the
funny.
roast back.
Huh?
Now we have to bring the roast back.
Yeah, we should bring the roast battle back. And what about comedian of the night? Did you like when we did that?
Yeah.
And they won like a
I'm excited
Prize?
for all of it. Like whatever is going to be, I'm excited to have the two shows we have at EOS and in Goleta, and I'm excited to see if we can get more shows. And then like I think if we could have an exclusive roast battle, I would love that. But I think I'm also just like fangirling so hard because I do love roast battle, and I love watching people say clever, mean things to each other.
yeah.
and prep for it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Joke writing is hard, you know?
Yeah, it is. Joke writing. I mean, any thing that, songwriting,
Oh, yeah.
tattooing, DJing,
Because there's so many variables that go on, right? Like when you're tattooing, like there's different variables, like the skin you're working on.
Yeah.
Whatever. And when you're a comedy, like you can't plan for the audience's vibe. You can't plan for certain things, like how drunk people are getting or like, other stuff. To see what's going to
What's
hit.
your favorite crowd to perform in front of?
it's, I mean, right
Well, I
now
mean,
they're all
you haven't
scary,
really done a
right?
lot,
Yeah,
right?
it's so, I feel like I'm so new to it. So my favorite crowd is the one that like seems to that laughs at this point. I'm like, just
No
please
shit.
laugh at me, like please. So yeah, I feel like I don't even have enough experience to answer that. But do you? Because you've really been doing shows for years
Yeah,
now.
probably like 11 to 14.
What do you mean?
14
Age
people?
Group?
Yeah.
Age group?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm calling the cops.
No, they laugh. They love it. They love it.
Oh, like you have the
'Cause they
humor
like the-
for them, like an
yeah,
adolescent.
they like the butt stuff. you
Okay, I
know?
can see that. You have like all
Yeah.
the penis jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
At first, we all
I'll-
went
I'd
predator.
kill
We
a room.
immediately, everybody in the room was like, "You're a predator." Like this
No.
fool. But
No.
no, but now it makes sense because you
I
do
kill a
have
room.
an
11 to 14.
adolescence.
What have you performed? Where have you performed where the people are 11 to 14 years old?
My kid's school.
You did a comedy set at your kid's
Yeah.
school?
No,
Really?
you didn't.
No way. You're fucking capping.
You know. Okay. Yeah.
This guy's a pathological fucking liar, everybody.
Listen, Doug.
This guy could fucking whoop
Listen.
a lie out of his
No,
ass.
but does that not make sense? My jokes would kill with them.
I didn't think that you actually performed for a crowd like that age,
Right,
but it
right,
made
right, right.
sense because yeah, you have like
But no,
a middle
okay,
school
I will
type
say this.
of,
I will
yeah.
say this. I think for
But honestly,
sure.
also
You'd
just
get
as
arrested.
inappropriate.
After your
For
set.
sure, I do. I mean, you want to be able to do. You want to be able to work your stuff to where you can perform well in any group, any age group, any elderly, young crowd. You know, classy crowd, preppy crowd, whatever the hell you want to call it. You know, you always want to like. Sometimes what's hard for me is I always try to, because you guys know my material. It's very vulgar. It's very aggressive. I always try to tell myself, all right, let me write some coffee jokes.
Some clean
Coffee
comedy.
jokes?
Some coffee jokes, you know. I look at it as like where you could possibly do a comedy set where there are children around,
Coffee.
where there are coffee jokes, like you're at the coffee, you're getting coffee and one guy's telling jokes in the background, but they're not aggressive, they're not vulgar, they're not, so I always try to write jokes like that, but
I've seen you do different stuff. I've
Coffee
seen
jokes.
you
Yeah.
do. I've even seen you do like some good like Mexican jokes, like just about like being Mexican, and I love all that shit. I love Mexican comics right now coming up too, and shit like that. So, I love jokes that are like for the culture too, and I've seen you do a lot of that.
The way I
Dad
see it
jokes.
though, if a joke's good, it's kind of like good music. It doesn't really matter where the hell you're fucking playing it. It's gonna slap. It's gonna hit regardless. That's why there's, for example,
Bro,
Timeless
but
Cast.
heavy metal's not hitting in the coffee shop. Like when
Huh?
people are like, like that could be good music, but it's not for like that setting. So I felt
Well,
like
fuck. There's a reason why I don't go to coffee shops. Fuck coffee shops. Fuck Starbucks.
Javi's
Fuck
just so
Starbucks.
pissed from church. You're so mad you went to church today.
Nah, I'm not mad. No, yeah, but when a joke's good, it's gonna fucking hit it. It's always gonna hit. I feel it will always
Are you
hit.
on your phone?
I was looking for something. It says.
I was like,
What-
he's
it
so
says,
over us.
what does the sign on an out of business brothel say?
What does the sign of an out of business
What
brothel
does the
say?
sign on an out of business brothel say? Beat it. We're closed.
You looked that up? Did you have that in the deep cut? Was that like a screenshot?
I don't know. Because the producers, shout out our producers and our cameraman and everyone rocking with us. Jay Garcia and Silos and Jay Arburn. They throw stuff at me sometimes. One said dad jokes, and then this says shit bricks. I don't know. It happens sometimes. I don't know. I have to go with whatever they say. Anyway, go on.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about
That
the
was a
crew
hard
behind
watch.
the camera. I guess
It's fine.
I'm excited to get Jorge over here in front of the camera. I think that he was made for the camera, and
Yeah,
shout out to
shout
these
out-
fools doing everything with
Shout
us.
out to no, for real. Shout out to Jay Garcia and shout out to Carlos, who go check it out. The EOS video that we did, it came out good. It looks nice. It looks clean. All the people that we interviewed, because we didn't talk about the EOS show, right?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to bring up that like No, literally that shit was so scary for me. I have never like done an interview in front of a camera before or anything like that. And so to have them, like literally the guys like came out, they like set up the camera. I was like, let's do like a pretend interview. They were giving me like pointers and tips. I definitely, the crew was like the only thing that made me comfortable. I was so nervous to do that.
No, you look good. You look good in the video. You looked like you knew what you're doing after a couple. You know.
Yeah,
You made the guests feel cool.
Because all simultaneously we're running the show. We have people going on.
Yeah, that was
we're
chaotic.
calling
We
people
shoulda-
in. We're doing interviews.
It's pretty chaotic. We should definitely run it differently next time. But
I feel like that was dope. I feel
well,
like
that's
we all
because
just,
you weren't.
well, yeah, you guys were literally just on the other side. I was in charge of the dance floor of the crowd,
Yeah,
keeping the
you're
crowd
DJing.
content.
Me and her were
So
running
it's
like
like-
chickens to their head off.
It
You
was
know what
a
I
little
mean?
scary.
You guys, I feel like, I don't
But
know,
it was
I feel like
fun.
you guys
It
were
was fun.
good.
But we're learning, you know, everything right now. We're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I like that element of it. Is like even when everything's going crazy, it's like, oh, it's all going crazy for the first time. Like, you know, we're just learning everything.
I don't think it was going crazy. I think it's just something
Okay.
you haven't done.
But I think the DJ booth was the cool corner because honestly, it was scary to do the interviews and then have to run back out and like host because then I didn't know what people were saying
but you-
or doing. I didn't know
at
what
the
was
same
going
time,
on.
you want
I
to
thought
watch
you-
the
I
show.
wanna
You
see
want
the
to
I
watch
thought
show.
you guys
show.
got most of the interviews done before the show started.
No, because a lot of the artists pulled up later, closer to their set and stuff like that. You know.
Or in just us getting the logistics
and
of
to
things.
their you know to be fair to them, like we didn't tell them, hey, we want to do an interview or like try to show up early, you know, which we'll do for the next time. But it worked out. Check out the video. I think it looks
I'm excited.
cool
And if
you know,
anything, like, yeah.
and
it's
come to
just-
the next show because we like again we said last time we're there for another year. We're at EOS and we'll continue to
Rock the show.
scout talented musicians and talented comics, and it'll be fun.
I think that's what I'm so down with what we're doing right now, too, is just that, yeah, we're just three foos who want to make you laugh and have a good time. And we're figuring out, and we're like, actually, you know, we kick it, we hang out. It's been weird because I haven't seen you guys since the last show. We talked and stuff, but
For real.
I was literally too, because that's why I was like, why are we opening up with interviews? I'm like, let's catch up. I haven't seen you fools. You guys just went on a little field trip together.
Yeah, Old Town Labs field trip. We got invited by Lil Mr. E to go to the Foods Gone Wild show.
Yeah, personally invited.
Mario
But
Lopez
he didn't hit
invited
you
us.
up.
Mario
He didn't
Lopez.
hit you up.
Mario
He hit
Lopez
up
hit us up.
Javi, right?
He hit a no, that's his cousin.
Yeah. So that's how you guys got in over there.
Yeah. It was
What day
cool.
was that?
It was Saturday on the November 18th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, November 18th, and a law abiding citizen art show, which is open all year. Go check it out. You know,
Yeah.
it's cool. It was fun.
I need to go check it out.
Yeah,
Next
we-
field trip, I wanna be on
It's
it.
pretty dope, honestly. It's pretty dope. It makes you kind of just feel like, whoa,
Where is it at?
you're in a living meme.
I'm not sure.
What was it?
Super Chief Gallery.
Super Chief
Chief Gallery.
Gallery.
She asked where it was from.
Jinx.
That's the gallery's name.
George is chiming in, but I asked where it's at.
That's where it's at.
Well, just look up that Super
Yeah,
Chief.
yeah. I will.
Super
No, I was curious. I know that it was
Gallery.
in LA,
Downtown
right?
LA.
Okay, downtown LA. That's kind of, yeah. Sunday
they-
I went to a witch festival in LA.
You
And I met some
practice
witches.
witchcraft and
Witchcraft,
stuff.
huh?
I can see
not
that.
Really
Is that why the
personally.
Cowboys are losing? losing
So the
streak?
Cowboys suck.
I think if I learned witchcraft, I think that it would help our season. But I don't personally practice, but I have some
Not
witchy
even
homegirls.
witchcraft
I
is
was
helping?
down. I went and I met some witches that were cool as fuck. I met a witch that like does witchcraft with your womb.
With your boom.
What? Like,
Yeah.
do you have to be pregnant?
No. Because you always have a womb even when you're not pregnant. That's
This
the
is
cool thing about it.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah, but I thought that was crazy. I thought that was just like random. Like, you know, I never met somebody who specifically practiced in that. And like, yeah, just all vagina.
So you got your womb
witchery.
checked out?
I didn't, but I'm interested to. We should bring her on here and have her.
I thought you were about to
explain.
say we should have our wombs checked out. I was like, I don't have one.
Yeah, you
Have
don't.
her on and explain how to check. We should have her on and have her
But it's
check
not.
your
It's
womb.
not like a
Live.
gynecologist check. It's not like
or
it's not
whatever.
medical.
Curse it, or
Yeah, it's like
not
energy
curse, but
work
like
or
energy,
something.
happy energy, right?
Like a Reiki. You know that?
Rapey?
Reiki. You know what that is? Reiki.
What?
Yeah.
Where you
yeah.
like do a cleanse.
I have a homegirl who does. I know.
Selective
yeah.
hearing.
It's fine. It's fine. Drink your drink.
You guys don't ever get witchy. I feel
don't
like
get-
you've dated witches before. I feel like I don't understand why you guys are making it seem like I'm the only one.
No, definitely not.
No.
No.
She was
Definitely
talking to
not.
you, huh? You're talking
Nah.
to him?
Because Javi just came from church, so he's
Yeah.
not allowed to get witchy.
What do
Yeah.
you mean witchy? No, I mean, what do you mean witchy? I mean, when I think of witches, I think of like, what was the
I think it's a
classic?
spectrum.
Like
No,
Paramore?
what's the classic? The three witches from
Paramore, septum piercing, and
No.
like lace.
No, what the hell?
That's like witchy, yeah?
No, that's not. Witchy's like, oh,
you just described like a hot topic, girl,
Hot
and you were like,
I
"That's
know,
a
what the
witch, right?"
that's a witch, bro.
Well, then
No,
she
I think
likes
of, like,
them. She likes
potions.
them.
I think of like potions. What are the what's
Like
that
a
movie
green
called? The Three
nose.
Witches?
Craft?
What are the
That's
three
what
witches
for.
called?
Oh, Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus. Yeah,
Okay, that's what you
that
think
was
of.
my first exposure, like witches. So like when people say witch, that's what I think of. Like you're gonna get on a broom and fucking, you know. I don't think of she has a piercing, fishnets. Like I don't know what the fuck this
Was
guy's
that
watching.
your-
This
I
sounds
didn't
like
say fishnets.
Was that your witch
didn't say-
impersonation?
Which one?
That little noise you made right now.
Oh, I was like,
That's your witch. Okay, now do your little do your mystery impersonation. I feel like they sounded the same for a second.
I can't do Mystery because, come on. Shout out Mystery. Thanks for inviting us out.
Thanks for inviting OTL to the Foos Gone Wild art show.
It
Yep.
was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
And your
I don't know why
homegirl
I
who
called it
checks
an art show.
wombs. Yeah, invite her to the
Checks,
show.
I met the witch, yeah, who checks wombs.
But yeah, does she have like a broom? Does she have like crazy
No.
hair? Does she make weird
She
potions?
just has a lot of crystals and candles, huh?
But see, that's not witchy. I feel like witchy's like, oh, this girl's like.
You see, this was like, I want you to have a fucking broom, a big ass
I feel
pointy
like
hat.
she could levitate.
a big ass
probably.
pointy hat,
black
cast some
pointy
like real spells,
A
and like as
robe.
soon as I meet you, I feel like whoa, I could feel your energy. If it's just like
that
oh
big
hey,
old, that big old black pot.
I have like a dream catcher tatted on me. I'm a witch.
That's not a witch. To your knowledge, huh? To your like.
No, yeah, I mean that's what I think of when I think of witches, but I don't know. And then the old Spanish like folk tales, like oh brujeria or like Llorona and stuff like that. I feel like that's why I have that like perspective of like oh witches look this way. Not like I don't see it as like oh crystal ball or
I told you he dated a witch.
You dated. Has a girl ever asked you for like your time of birth or whatever? Like, oh,
Yeah.
when were you? What
Yeah,
time?
Yeah.
Okay,
hell
so
yeah, that's like every.
because those
that's
girls
a
are
lot of girls'
witches, is that right?
comments.
That's why they're asking you. They're like looking up your chart, like
Oh,
the
they
moon
cannot
and
be
the
witching.
stars.
They always ask, huh?
Huh?
They don't like
They-
girls who are not practicing witchcraft still ask like.
No, the one girl that asked me, she was like a Catholic or something. I don't know, but she was
Yeah.
getting into like astronomy and all that stuff, stars, and it's just weird. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not really witchy. Like,
You don't think
Is
that's
it?
witchy when they ask you for that?
like I feel like witchy is like, oh, have like chop a goat's head off and fucking do some weird. Like that seems like crazy witch stuff. Not like, I'm giving you some weird energy. Like I don't know. That's like.
Okay.
I don't know.
You
I don't.
got
I'm
him.
not a witch police. I'm not the witch police.
I'm not
though.
saying you're the witch police.
I'm not
I
the
just
witch
think
police,
it's.
by the way.
I just think it's funny that you're
sorry.
like, oh, a witch is like cuts the goat's head like that. I feel like that is because that's like what your abuela taught you. I feel like that's what
Yeah,
you're
no,
getting.
exactly. That's what I'm
So-
saying. That's literally what I was. That's what I was saying. Like the whole like Mexican folk tales and stuff. Like, and
Yeah, there's different
that.
kinds. You ever
Yeah.
seen the American Horror Story, Coven?
Nah, I don't watch American Horror Story.
You don't?
No,
Do you like spooky stuff?
I do like spooky stuff, but American Horror Story is just too mainstream.
Oh, okay. You
maybe
didn't
I'll
like
wa-
it when it first dropped?
Maybe I didn't. Even, I haven't watched one episode. I'll probably watch when I'm like 40. and
He
have
says he
nothing to
doesn't
do.
like it, and he's like, I haven't watched one episode. What the fuck?
What?
You're just like, I don't. You say you don't like it without seeing it.
Yeah.
I don't get the logic
Yeah.
of it.
Like you didn't even watch 10 minutes?
No. Maybe like the total like a commercial.
You like mayonnaise?
Are you Patrick Star?
No.
Oh, do you like mayonnaise?
Yeah, I just was asking if he likes mayonnaise. I forget. I'm sorry. They keep showing me shit in the background. I'm sorry. Shout out Jay Garcia, shout out Carlos, and shout out to another assistant executive producer on this episode, Jay Arburn. I don't know what he did, but he did it. It's getting aggressive back there, but
Catch
come
him at Centennial.
catch him
on
at Centennial.
Friday.
Come to our show on Friday, November 22nd for our 1-year anniversary open mic, Old Town Laughs. We will continue this next year, December off, to enjoy with the holidays and family. Come in the shot, George, and
Come in the shop.
yeah,
Please.
like I said, just come to our show, check it out.
Please.
We're still getting to know each other on the camera
On the
with these
camera.
mics, and we'll have people in here. We'll interview them and stuff and whatnot. But yeah.
Whoa.
Thanks to everyone for watching and
Yeah.
checking out our shit. And shout out George for helping us film everything. And,
Absolutely.
how do you
Yeah.
feel about this whole OTL project?
It's cool. What would I change? What would I change?
Yeah, what would you
Probably-
change? Let us know,
Did you
too.
say that? Did you ask him what would you change, or did you
Probably
just-
some art.
He immediately said,
Said,
"What
what would I-
did you? What would I change?"
I know,
He
we
said,
didn't
how do you feel about it? What would I change?"
That's how I
No, because
feel.
that
I
is
like
asking,
change.
like, how do you feel? Like,
Yeah.
just give
I
me
like
your
change.
thoughts.
Change is good.
Change my.
And let us know if
Probably
you
just
guys
like
let us know
Rose.
if you guys like Becky.
Global
Because
warming.
she still is technically she's on probation, right?
Yeah.
She's
on probation.
She's on probation.
This
She's
is
on
getting
she's
cut.
on her 90-day, and
This is getting cut.
Let us know if you guys fuck with her, and we'll
90
keep her
day
on board with the
probation.
Old Town Laughs. That's my spiel. Follow us at Old Town Laughs. If you
Not
guys
a
have anything else
democracy.
to say to them, let them know. But yeah, I'm Gary Polson, and I'm signing out.